rolling. Come on, keep rolling.
That's right. It's a Halloween episode. Huh. No, I don't know. I was just doing Cody's Fred Durst. If you guys didn't watch Collider Live this morning, you don't know that Cody was Fred Durst. But this is Hypothetical Questions with Josh and Roxy. I'm Josh McCouga.
And I'm Roxy Stryer.
This is our second episode. You guys really enjoyed last week. Thanks for all the people that sent in hypothetical questions. We will not be taking that question today because we decided to do a Halloween-themed hypothetical questions episode.
So I was doing a drum roll so we could say it at the same time, but then I was like, there's too many words to make sure that we match up our answers here.
It's kind of like if you and I were trying to make up a song, a.k.a. Fred Armisen and Kristen Wiig when they do like Cat and whatever.
Yes.
And they make up those songs. Because you're right. The timing of that would have been close to impossible.
Should we try it anyway, though?
Okay.
A Halloween episode
of
where it's the comedies and sitcoms turned to...
I didn't even tell them what it was yet.
No, we were doing it now.
Oh, that's what we were doing?
That's what we were doing.
Now everybody's confused.
No.
You want to take it?
No, you tell him.
No, you go.
No, you tell him.
What?
Because you were the one who wanted to do it so bad that you didn't just say no. All right. So what if... Here, we'll take it every other word.
Okay.
What?
No, just go with it.
What if sitcoms were horror shows?
Okay, there you go.
I did a good job?
I did. You crushed it.
Thank
So
you.
the hypothetical question of the day. What if sitcoms were a horror show? Listen.
How come you keep saying a horror show and I keep saying horror shows? Because if it's sitcoms,
Yeah.
horror shows.
Well, no, it's like, what if a sitcom were a horror show? So we start with we're not saying like all of them together.
That's true. You know what I did find out, though?
What's that?
Pulled a bunch of people. Got a lot of tweets. Foxes.
Foxes. Okay. Feeks. It wasn't Feeks.
No, it wasn't Feeks.
Okay, foxes.
You
There
would
go.
have to listen to our first episode to know what the heck we were talking
Yeah,
about.
we were just looking for the plural of fox.
I also got a bunch of, remember what the fox say?
Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding, 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 ding.
That
That's
was messaged to
one
me
of the
quite a
greatest
bit.
internet videos ever made.
Pretty good.
I want to thank two people for sending in some hypotheticals this week that we will eventually get to because we talked about it at lunch today.
Should I give you another drum roll? Or?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so, and I don't think I need it. I mean, I could always appreciate a drum roll.
How do you feel about air horns?
I love air horns.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay. This question comes from @HennessyG. You probably thought about this already, but a good hypothetical for your show. What if there was no writer's strike in 2007, no reality TV question mark? That is a very good hypothetical.
Wow.
I think we will definitely get to that down the line because I love that question.
And those are almost two separate questions.
I know.
Well, but they also kind of are the same question.
But it opens up a huge can of worms. I honestly feel like, and this is going to sound very selfish, but I feel like if there wasn't a writer's strike in 2007, I would be on a TV show by now.
I kind of think the same thing about you.
No, I was doing really well, and the writer's strike hit, and then my agent dropped me, and that was that.
Brutal.
And I went through a doldrum of 2 years without representation, and it was bad. Anyway, here I
Equally
am.
as important, though, I do have a question for you.
Okay.
Can of worms. Where do you think it comes from? Somebody who's really keeping all those worms in a can?
Yeah, who's getting a can of worms?
Unclear.
And even if you open up a can of worms, they're slow. Where are they going to go?
It must have been a fisherman, right?
Gotta be.
Yeah, some fisherman was like, yep, you're opening a can of worms, which, isn't that how you catch the fish?
Yeah.
So isn't that a good thing then?
You would think it's a good
You
thing.
want to open the can of worms before you use the worms to catch the fish.
What if nobody ever came up with a can of worms? Would it really make a difference?
What was the second person you wanted to give the shout out to?
The girl, the lady.
You
girl?
forgot there was a second
Sorry, there
person.
was. Paige Preston at Goddammit Paige gave us a list of some of the hypothetical people that were supposed to be the actual Friends characters, as Ross, Monica, Rachel, Chandler, and Joey. I don't want to give those names away because I think this is a very good hypothetical question. So thank you to Hennessy G and Paige Preston for sending us these hypotheticals. If you guys are watching right now, please send us some good hypotheticals. Roxy and I are always willing to take questions. At Josh McCouga, at Roxy Stryer, hashtag it hypothetical questions.
Jocks Rocks.
Or Jocks Rocks. Or
Oh, you know what somebody wrote to us?
what's that?
Sorry that I'm not giving you credit because I forget who you are and I just
Stryer?
steal things.
Strykuga?
No, we should do something with box because like a TV box.
Oh.
Jocks box or
Josh and Rocks on your box?
yeah. Ooh. Josh rocks on Josh's box.
Now we're getting into a wormhole.
At least I didn't say the other way.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
I thought about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. All right.
Good talk.
Good talk. Good talk, Rocks.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Which we will get to some Curb Your Enthusiasm later. Okay. So, our main hypothetical question of the day is, what if a sitcom were a horror show? So let's start at the beginning with the most famous one of all. What if Lucy were a horror show? What would it look like?
Oh, gosh. Lucy and Ricky's relationship in 2018, I feel like would in itself kind of be a little bit of a horror show.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
people would look at that and be like, what a weird relationship they have.
Yes.
But I feel like there's a lot of homemaker stuff in that. Uh-huh. So we could do something around like haunted housey or
Like is
poisoning the food that she makes him.
Oh my goodness!
Or-
Like when he comes home from work, she's like, "Try your gruel."
Lucy, I'm home. And
Yeah.
that's what she says in her head. She has an alter ego.
Oh, Bizarro Lucy, who comes
Juicy.
out juicy, and she doesn't know who comes in. Desi has no idea who's who, and because back then, because it was a black and white show, Juicy would have had dark hair.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas Lucy had the red hair, or like a blondish, more blonde Lucy, or like that dark black Elvira kind of Lucy.
And Lucy really is a good person, but when Juicy comes out, we're screwed.
Yeah.
She's poisoning the food.
It was kind of like when I was never an angry drunk ever. I never got drunk and was like aggressive, right? I was always a very docile drunk for the most part. But
That makes one of us.
But I had a buddy. Yeah.
I had a stage, everyone. I had a stage.
The aggressive Roxy. Did you have an alter ego when you were drunk?
Rebel Jade.
Rebel Jade. Okay. See, my buddy we called Denny, and then we called my buddy Ricardo. We called his alter ego James for some reason, but these were alter people, like alter egos of people that got aggressively angry. So Juicy would be that drunk alter ego that would try and take poison his coffee or tea, try and
do you
stab
think
him.
Lucy was sitting home drinking gin all day, and then that's when Juicy came out?
I mean,
Probably.
that could have happened. That. I mean, I don't want to think in that terms of the bored housewife who just sat around and drank all day, but that could happen.
low-key, yeah.
But low key, that could have happened.
And she just plays so many evil pranks on him, but they're not funny pranks. It's like, I'm going to slowly kill you.
Legitimately evil.
Every
Yeah.
episode, you're a little bit closer to dying.
Did you see this season of The Sinner on USA?
no.
I think he poisons these people. This kid poisons these people with Gibson weed. Because I think if you put that in people's tea or coffee, like crush it up and put it in their coffee like a tea leaf, it will poison them and kill them.
Wow, immediately?
Yeah, very quickly. I mean, at least that's how it happened on the show. So she's like putting Jimson weed and stuff. But here's the sitcom part of it, right? Because we got to make it a comedy. Is every time Juicy tries to do a fun prank that could kill Desi, he somehow avoids it.
Yeah, like Tom and Jerry style.
Correct, 100%.
Yeah.
Like she's waiting in the closet to stab him, and he gets in, and she goes to stab him, and she misses.
Yeah.
Poisons his food. And he's like,
Insert laugh
ugh.
track here.
Yeah.
Oh, but the laugh track is even creepy.
I always thought a deep laugh track where it was just like, ha ha, would have been a fun laugh track.
You went deeper than I thought you would be able to go just there.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think I can go
You
that
think
deep?
I can out deep you?
I don't know. Who's deeper?
The people will tell us.
Okay.
Hashtag rocks on Josh's box. It's not
I don't
good.
think that's gonna
I don't
stick.
think it should. I hope it doesn't.
Can we just have a hashtag hypothetical questions? Is that? But then everybody. That's such a worldwide thing.
Can I tell you what's happening here?
What's that?
Hypothetical. Not the easiest to spell.
No. What if with Josh and Rox? What if?
Yeah, but then we're changing the show name.
Well, yeah, it's because it's called hypothetical question, right?
But what if is not bad.
What if?
And hashtag what if a lot of people probably
Well,
hashtag.
let's just hashtag a Collider TV talk and then at us, Josh and Roxy, and give us some hypothetical questions. They all have to start with what if.
Rocks on Josh's box. Rocks on Josh's box.
I don't think that's gonna stick. I'm not gonna lie.
We don't know that.
We have no idea, but it's possible that it could and won't.
Okay, what's our next sitcom?
Up next, what if Cheers was a horror show?
All right, so instead of a bar,
Yeah.
or do we still do bar? Because some creepy things can happen at bars.
It's an underground speakeasy bar, and
Okay.
it's underneath a mausoleum.
Is it still in Boston?
It's still in Boston. Boston's creepy.
Maybe it's in Salem though.
Salem.
We moved from Boston to Salem. It's about 45 minutes away.
Oh, that's
so
it?
Not too far.
It's wicked. That's wicked close up there in
It's
Boston.
wicked close, dude.
Now, do Salem people have accents?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Wicked accent.
Okay.
Because
Sick, bro.
it's actually funny because I feel like sometimes the further away from the city you get, the stronger the accents are. And that's just not Boston. That's a lot of different cities. So, when you go to Salem, most of the people,
Okay.
yeah. Go after your mother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the
yeah.
witches were burned here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Cheers is in Salem, right? The bar is haunted by a funny ghost. That's a ghost of a witch that was burned, but she was the barmaid. So she was a barmaid at an old Salem bar, and they've recreated this Salem bar under a mausoleum. Sam Malone was a former pitcher.
Yeah.
Instead, he's now a former gravedigger.
But then does he have like all the fame that he had before? Yeah, no, I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
Because then it's even weirder when all of these women are into him. And like grave digging is the sexiest.
Yeah, it's so sexy.
He's like deep, dark, sexy. Does he start wearing eyeliner?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I think
for
it's
sure.
very goth under there.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, for sure.
And so who are Cliff and Cliff Clavin would obviously be Cliff Raven.
And that's really good. And you know what stays?
What?
Where everybody knows your name.
Oh!
Bum,
Yes,
bum, bum,
yes.
bum, bum, bum.
You wanna go where scary ghosts are? The trouble is all the same. They hung a witch there. Everybody knows, and everybody knows
your name. Yeah.
I used to be able to play that on the piano. No big deal.
You play piano?
I took piano lessons for 11 years.
We got to put piano on one of these. Piano's creepy.
It is creepy.
Sexy, but creepy.
I mean, you can make so many creepy songs. Once you go into the minor, those minor chords, C minor, F minor, creepy.
You lost me.
Sorry. Cheers, underground Salem bar. So we've got Cliff and Norm. There are regulars. What do their professions? Are they morticians? Or do they run the fire? Do they burn the bodies?
Yeah.
Had a real tough one to burn today.
Yeah. What about Diane? What's she going to do?
I think Diane.
You never find out.
Diane is always trying to run seance schemes in the back, reading people's palms, doing seances, reading tarot cards, that kind of stuff. She's like a psychic in the back. Sam's in love with her because he's the grave digger, but none of her schemes actually work.
What do we end up spinning Frasier off to be? So he ends up leaving and he turns into...
What if he's a master conjurer? Right, and he runs a conjuring kind of radio show in Seattle later.
What if Niles isn't even a person? He's a ghost the whole time.
Totally, Niles is a ghost, which leads us perfectly into Frasier. First of all, Seattle, where The Ring was shot and took place. Right.
Everybody told me growing up I looked like Samara.
No.
Yeah, because I had really dark hair and it was always in my face.
It's true that I could see that.
Yeah.
Now you're more bubbly and lovely.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Nicest thing anybody ever said about me.
Seattle creepy because it's always raining, always dark.
Seattle is creepy.
Can't see under the umbrellas. That movie, that show, The Killing, with Joel Kinnaman and the woman with the red hair who hated everybody.
I didn't see it.
Never saw that. Took place in Seattle. Very scary. Very
What's her
scary
name?
show.
I don't know.
I'll look it up. Keep talking about what you think Frasier would look like.
Okay, so if Niles is a ghost, then that means that Daphne is also having weird visions too.
Yeah, because she's got that accent.
Yeah, that should I try it? No, you try it.
I can't do Daphne, because she's like Jerry, because she was in the Seinfeld. She was the virgin in the Seinfeld, right?
Yeah. I think so.
It's all you talk about is sex. Nah, I can't do it.
All you talk about is sex.
Yeah, that's not a bad Daphne.
Thank you so much.
I'll give you that.
And she definitely is in on it too, but she's really seeing the ghost. Like she's the humble one who's like, no, I'm going to do. She's a tarot card reader. Yeah, she reads tarot cards.
Oh yeah, she definitely. Well, a lot of these are going to read tarot cards, but I feel like she might be a witch of sorts because she is British. Harry Potter, witch.
Me, I'm a witch.
I know.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for knowing. And I think
I'm retired Captain America. No big deal.
I think their dad thinks they're all crazy. That's where the comedy comes in.
Okay.
He's like, oh, my kooky son. My kooky sons are doing it again.
Maybe he.
But
and he's just the straight man.
yeah,
He's just the same.
raising people from the dead. But
They're really
Frasier.
They're really killing it tonight on Frasier's Conjuring show. Because he's a psychiatrist, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
instead of helping people with their mental problems, he's helping people with like their ghost and spirit problems on air. He's like, I got this ghost. He keeps throwing knives at my dog, and like, not the dog,
Not again.
the dog from Frasier.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
It's good. Do we find her?
In the killing, yeah, her name is Mireille. Marielle Enos.
Yeah.
Marielle? She was born in Houston. I thought she was.
What does she look like? She's a redhead.
That's a black and white
all right,
photo
It's a
of
black
her.
and white photo. And
But her imagine her hair red.
Her lips and her hair are the same color.
Yeah. But she was very good in the show and very creepy.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. Next show. What if sitcoms were horror shows? We've got
Wow.
Friends.
Say the word again.
What if Friends were what if shows were horror shows? What if sitcoms were horror shows?
I feel like you say it sitcom weird.
Sitcom.
You said it like succumb, like you're succumbing to
What if
something.
a sitcom was a horror show? Horror Hurrah.
Hurrah. Succumb hurrah.
Hurrah.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Do you want to adopt a kid with me and name it Succumb hurrah?
No, thanks.
Oh. Fine.
Might as well name him Cul-de-sac.
Collider Live reference.
You're
Love it.
welcome.
Well, how about the time that I had to write you a note during the show?
Yeah, asking me how you pronounce it, homage or homage.
I thought it was homage.
I think if you pay homage to
You
something,
pay homage.
but you can also pay homage.
I didn't think you could pay homage.
Well, the website is homage.com that sells these awesome T-shirts that I get.
Homage?
Homage. And
I don't think that's what it is.
I think it is. I don't think it's pronounced homage because I've asked the people that work there.
I think you only homage. I don't think you homage.
I think you homage.
Ooh, this is the new Fox.
Hey, tweet it in. Hashtag it. What if? How do you pronounce homage?
Hashtag rocks on Josh's box.
We're not getting that hashtag started.
You don't know.
See, now it's a horror podcast. Witching hour. All right, let's look. We got so many shows to get to, and we only have about 15 minutes to go.
Let's do it.
Friends, go. Coffee shop, clearly a funeral parlor.
Yeah, I love that. But so does Rachel still work there then at some point? Does Joey work there at some point?
Rachel she does the makeup on the dead bodies.
Ooh,
she does
she paints their nails.
That's
and stuff
the whole
too.
thing. Yeah. Phoebe plays the organ music for the families that are there.
Here's where the sitcom comes in. Joey can't stop eating food in there, and families don't like it. He eats his sandwiches right in front of the dead bodies.
Right. He's always like maybe drinking a beer, drinking a coffee.
This
or something.
makes me hungry. But
right.
Yeah.
Chandler does the speeches for the family. He's like, "Thank you so much for coming," but he always tries to hit one-liners that bomb.
Yeah, they bomb.
Yeah. Ross is obsessed with the bones of the bodies because he's a dinosaur guy.
Wow, and instead of dinosaurs, he's now obsessed with human bones.
Human bones.
Human bones is a creepy thing to be obsessed with.
I know. Monica makes the food for the people that come in.
Yeah, that's sweet of her. And Joey's always taking it.
Oh, Joey's always taking the food?
Yeah.
Phoebe's always playing inappropriate songs that shouldn't be played at a funeral.
Ooh, and you know what? Joey's already studying for his acting by what he has to play a dead person on his soap opera, and so he's looking at dead bodies to learn from.
But he's also trying to act like a dead body for a funeral and see if people buy it.
And he spooks somebody.
Spooks them. Because they see that he's breathing.
Best one yet?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Parks and Rec.
All right.
They work in a cemetery, right?
Yeah,
it's got to be a cemetery.
But what is that part of the government called? Like, it's now no longer Parks and Rec. The actual title of the show changes.
Parks and Death?
But what there's
Death
got to
and
be
Rec?
there's got to be a part of the government that deals with dead things.
Right. I mean,
That deals with cemeteries.
Are cemeteries publicly owned land?
Some of them are private. Some of them are public. Isn't that true? Because like war heroes and whatnot, I think those are public.
I think they're owned by the government.
Yeah.
Right. So, but that would basically be public lands because you can go and visit those cemeteries anytime. So you can go and visit any cemetery anytime. You just have to be weird if you're going to visit a cemetery for no reason.
Yeah.
You just want to walk through a cemetery.
Honestly, sometimes people go through runs in cemeteries because they like the route.
Route.
It's a good route.
I think you can pronounce that word anytime because we call it Route 19 in Pittsburgh. Other people call it Route 19.
No, it's definitely Route 19.
Route 66? Route 66.
No, there's no Route 66.
Are you sure about that?
Take the long route home is different than Route 66. It's Route 66. I'm not sure about anything, Josh. Haven't you learned that about me? I'm sure about nothing.
Now I'm even more confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're whatever they're doing is with cemeteries. Obviously, Amy Poehler's obsessed with giving people like an everlasting great life.
Perfect life.
So making that amazing, but families sometimes just want to get their fucking loved one buried and done with.
No, Ron Swanson just cranks it. He makes
the coffins because wood.
He's a woodworker. Yeah, and he's also a no nonsense guy. When people are like, "I want this in my coffin," he goes, "You get wood, or you get nothing."
What do we do with Aubrey Plaza's character? Because she already is like
she's at every funeral dressed in black.
Yeah,
she's the "She visits my grave in a long black veil."
What about Chris Pratt? Is he now like a wedding crasher, funeral crasher?
I think he would probably be your funeral crasher, right? He'd be your shoulder to cry on. That's kind of a funny thing that this grave company, this graveyard, this cemetery offers you multiple packages. And if you want Chris Pratt, you can get a shoulder to cry on. You can literally rent a shoulder to cry on.
Ooh, so let me ask you this: Is he 2018 Chris Pratt? So like your shoulder to cry on is this buff, handsome dude?
No, he's a little chunkier, Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec shoulder.
Wow.
Nobody wants to lay on
cry on a handsome man?
No, everybody wants to cry on a handsome man.
Let's be honest.
But you'd rather have a like a little bit more of a fatter shoulder to cry
Pushing
on.
for the cushion?
Yeah, cushion for the pushing.
Yeah.
Than a really muscular shoulder that's very hard. You're like, ugh, this is good. You want more of a goose down than you do,
Route 66. Route.
I think it's route. You can do either one, I think.
No.
It's not in this. It's so hard to rhyme that in a song. Like Frank Sinatra's original song was like, you say route, I say route. Let's call the whole. It doesn't work.
He doesn't say that.
I know he doesn't. I was making that up.
Oh, I don't know things. I literally was like, what song is that? I feel like I know them all.
You don't.
I don't know.
All right, do you want to move on to The Office?
I really do.
You know some things, Roxy's right. Like Peter Dinklage's famous shirt.
Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
That guy. His says, "I drink and I know things."
Yeah,
I drink and I'm pretty decent at knowing things.
I drink and I know some things.
Correct. I think that's our shirt.
Yeah. people should
Hypothetical
buy
questions.
That.
Yeah.
At
We'll design it.
homage.
It's homage. Pay homage. It's an A. Here's what it is. I think it's it's syntax. Like I said when I wrote that to you. You pay homage, or you have an homage, right? Like if I grew out my hair and my beard and I wanted to be wild, it'd be an homage to John Schnepp, or I'd be paying homage to John Schnepp.
There is no such thing as homage.
There is such thing as homage.
The Office.
The Office. Here we go.
So it's gotta be okay. So we're making
Instead of paper,
we're making footstone headstones.
Yes.
for
Yeah.
sure. And like what to print on them. For anybody who doesn't know, it's actually a very intense selection process of
It is.
what, like flowers versus grass blades.
red granite versus
yeah.
gray granite, flat stone versus big headstone,
Yeah.
Big mausoleum or whatever you call it versus just a plain high thing. You have an actual picture on it, or versus a like carved out picture.
And what
Your
the words
slogan.
say and what order they're in. And how
Yes.
people, so they can do all of that,
Okay.
which is great.
Sure. What is the company called?
It's got to be something with
Dunder Murder.
Dunder Murder. No, it's something down Dunder.
6 feet Dunder.
6 feet Dunder.
Did we get there?
6 feet Dunder.
6 feet Dunder. What do
6 feet Dunder.
So obviously Michael Scott is still Michael Scott, but he's just always wears black, and he definitely has eyeliner.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, we got some good eyeliner across the board.
Jim and Pam. Dwight is clearly the most morbid, so when he describes a headstone to somebody, he's like, listen, and he's very matter of fact. This
Yeah.
is what you want. The body is dead. It's just going to be devoured by bugs and stuff anyway. It's, yada, 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 because that's the Dwight way.
What's the name of that girl who's always trying to hook up with everybody?
Mindy Kaling?
No, she's not always trying to hook up with everybody.
She loves, what's the thing?
No, the redheaded girl.
Oh, man.
I can't think of it right now for some reason. I love this show.
Meredith.
Meredith.
There you go.
She's like always trying to take advantage of the grieving people. And like, oh, you want this headstone? I'll give you 20% off if
Yeah.
you go down on me.
That got dark.
But
But this was. Oh, I get it. Yes. My bad. Well done. Good pun. Good pun. Nailed that. Nailed it. Okay. Should we keep going?
Yeah.
All right. We got to do. Let's go sort of rapid fire
Okay.
because we have 20 more of these to go, and it's gonna be fast. All right. New girl.
Do they not even live in an apartment? Do they?
I think they live in an underground bunker.
Yeah.
After the apocalypse.
So Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah, but the apocalypse happened.
Oh, it actually happened.
Yeah, so it's the only apartment left, the only group of people left is the New Girl cast, and they can only stay in that apartment. But instead of a loft,
And she has to have all of their babies.
oh no, because what's her name will be there too.
Celia.
Cece.
Cece.
Yeah, so you got Cece, but then they all have. I guess all the characters eventually had lovers and like significant others. So it continues from when it's season finale, but now they're underground. The apocalypse happened, and they live in an underground bunker that looks just like the loft, but instead of the windows being the actual outside, it's just like a computer screen.
Yep.
You like it?
Yep.
Okay. And?
Well, I was going to go on to the next one. You told me rapid fire.
Yeah, but do we got to think of something for the characters to do. We got to go faster. That's all.
Oh, what are they going to do?
I don't know. You got to tell me.
Well, she can't teach outside of the school now, so now she's teaching them.
Okay.
But she's got to teach them about the dark history of the apocalypse and how we got there.
Nice. I like that. Okay.
And?
Nick writes a book about a dream world where the apocalypse didn't happen.
And Coach never left.
Coach never left.
So
He's running the calisthenics in the underground loft because they need exercise somehow.
And he's also fighting with Winston because they're trying to fight over the fact that all sitcoms can only have one black person on it. So which one's going to fight to the death?
Smart. I like that. Okay. All right. I think we're getting somewhere. Is Schmidt and Cece still in love, but they have their own part of the loft that nobody can go into and something like that? Is that?
Oh, yeah. Like they have a secret. Schmidt has created a secret place. And
Secret Schmitting?
But they end up finding out.
Done and done. Okay. I think we got there. How I Met Your Mother? How I Met Your Monster?
Diana's like a monster on the bed situation.
I think one of them is a monster, and they don't realize until the last episode which one is How I Met Your Monster.
Yeah.
And it's clearly Neil Patrick Harris.
Swerve. Could be a swerve.
Could be a swerve. Did he
Like-
divorce the monster first thing?
Oh. And the whole show didn't end up mattering at all?
Nothing at all.
That would be a nightmare. Oh, wait.
Boom. Nailed it. Modern Family.
You know, this could get a little more incesty.
Oh,
We
creepy.
could go horror creepy. A little incesty here.
Is I know that she is from Colombia, but is Sofia Vergara like a de la Muerta, like Coco?
Yeah.
And she's got that face makeup?
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly.
Is Ed O'Neill dead? Is he Frankenstein?
I like dead.
Okay.
Yeah, he's dead.
Dead. Phil already looks kind of like Eddie Munster because he's got that nice widow's peak.
And this is great because they do their directed cameras on the couch too, so they can say what they're really thinking about
Yes.
each other.
Yep.
Like, no, I'm gonna murder him. Going to.
It is real dark, real quick.
Happening.
Yeah. Claire, I actually left a bunch of knives in the bed, and now you're dead. That show would end real quick as everybody would be dead by the
Yeah.
first episode.
We dropped the incest idea real quick.
Blackish.
So, I don't know. What do you think?
So I think in Blackish, he's an ad executive, right? The whole family is lives in a dream world because they're like the only basically the thing of Blackish is that they live in a white neighborhood and their kids go to like a white school and it's like a whole thing, right? So all of the white people, so it's a flip thing. So it's zombies, right? So they're the only non-zombie family in a neighborhood full of zombie families.
That could be cool. No, I like that. It's like a.
Or vampires,
Do you
because
remember-
vampires are like very pale-skinned white people.
Did you ever watch Neighbors, the show about
Blade,
aliens?
except for
There
Blade.
was one season.
Yeah.
Or 2 seasons of ABC. It was really fucking funny.
Yeah,
Like that.
I enjoyed that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So just like that, but with vampires or
Yeah,
zombies.
exactly.
And I feel bad. I left out black people can be vampires too because I said it's like pale white people. But that seems what the movies do every time, except for Blade with Wesley Snipes. And I think there was a couple of black vampires in Twilight. No.
Never saw Twilight. Trying to think about Vampire Diaries. I'll get back to you.
Yeah, Kat Grimm.
Witch.
Oh, she was a witch. I never watched that show.
Yeah, she's a witch.
2 of my best friends are in it, and I never saw an episode.
She's a witch.
All right, here we go. Arrested Development. What did you said something at lunch that I thought was really funny instead of the banana stand?
There's always money in the pumpkin stand.
Always money in the pumpkin stands. I think the Bluth family is actually building fake homes for monster families.
And I think they just take it next level because they already are horrors to each other, but
Correct.
just like a little next level.
Just like they actually try and kill each other, even though Buster did lose a hand to a seal.
yes.
Okay.
Now he has a hook.
Seinfeld.
Okay, so what do we do instead of the diner?
I think the diner is now a haunted magic shop.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Okay.
And okay,
So Elaine is clearly a witch.
yeah, definitely.
Jerry is a male witch.
I liked what we said about vampires. About aliens before. Do we have Kramer? He is not of this earth.
Yeah, he's not of the Kramer is definitely not of this earth, and I think George is Quasimodo. Is that rude? Did I know is that right? He's the hunchback.
It's really not rude,
Okay.
but Quasimodo is actually a nice dude.
Oh, okay.
I think. Right?
Well, this can be mean. Quasimodo's brother, Georgimodo.
Yeah.
And he is not the nice.
Georgimodo.
Georgimodo. Nailed it. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Well, okay, so Larry David anytime he touches somebody, they turn to him. Like they become more sarcastic, more rude, more unaware of their surroundings. So he's creating he's cloning himself
I like that.
to the world.
Okay.
Must push his values upon others.
You must respect the wood.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's turning the world into a bunch of very honest Larry Davids.
Larry, Gary, Barry, Mary,
Sherry.
Sherry,
Terry.
Terry, Fairy, godmother. I lost it.
We're gone.
Somebody at home is shouting some name that we didn't think of.
Didn't think of, and it's their name.
Harry. Did I say that one?
I think we said Harry. Veep.
Carrie.
Carrie.
Sorry, Carrie. Veep. Okay. Are they still in politics?
I mean, somebody's got to run politics in a scary world, right?
Yeah, but there's like, what's their Watergate? Like something's happening.
Somebody posed as a vampire when in actuality they were not, just to get the votes of the vampire people.
Ooh, yeah, happening on Supergirl right now where the president's actually an alien.
See? Told you.
Yeah.
I knew it. I could have seen that coming from the first episode of the show. But that's
we
because...
knew pretty early on.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
But you did see it.
Cool.
But you called it.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. And then... Is she like the president, but she's lying about something major in the fact that like...
Well, she's being blackmailed.
She's being blackmailed by...
Carrie.
By the car Carrie. Oh, it's Christine. Never mind. Isn't that?
Gary.
Harry. We got it?
Larry.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. That 70s show.
Okay, so instead of like sitting around smoking all the time, they're sitting around doing... some kind of magic.
I think they're doing embalming fluid. They're like drinking embalming fluid.
Ooh, yummy.
Delicious.
Oh, yeah. And then they like ask the mom to bring the mom.
And
we
they're
need
huffing,
more embalming fluid.
And they're huffing formaldehyde.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be it?
And they're filming it all, so it's kind of Blair Witchy.
Oh, found footage.
Yeah.
And instead of the dad calling him a dumbass, he's a... You're a real phantom ass. I don't know.
I've never failed as hard as I just did. Okay, can I tell you what happened?
Go ahead, tell me.
You said instead of calling him dumbass, I couldn't get the word potato out of my head.
A potato?
I don't know why.
That's what you're going to call him, potato.
So I heard potato, and then I was like, potatoes aren't scary. What do I do? Potato. What do I do? Get rid of it. Potato.
That was your thought, was potato.
Potato.
Well.
And so instead, I gave you dead air because I didn't want to say potato.
Okay. Let's move on to the good place. This is easier in hell.
Yeah. But actual hell.
And
hell looks like hell.
Right. But it's hysterical. It's like, I'm so hot.
So instead of froyo shops, they have like...
lava shops?
Yeah. Like...
barbecue, charcoal briquettes?
Different ways to burn yourself.
Oh, okay. I dig.
Like you go on and it's like fire, hot stove, hair straightener, iron.
Oh, that's dark.
Yeah.
That's some horror stuff right there.
Yeah. And you spin a wheel and it says an amount of time you have to hold your hand on that thing.
Well done, Roxy.
Where's the comedy of it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like, ow, this iron is hot.
Oh, Sally.
Yeah, the classic Sally, always burning herself with the iron. That devil, am I right? Satan? No.
What is his name?
Lucifer.
No, Choo-Choo. Chi-Chi.
In Good Place?
Chi-Chi? Chi-Chi.
What? Who are you talking about?
Cheedy. His name is Cheedy.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it's Cheedy. It's Tahani, it's Cheedy, it's...
Oh, yeah, Cheedy. And Gagne. Okay. Next, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, this...
Fresh Prince of Hell-Air.
Oh. I do love that. And I feel like the entire show...
The Fresh Prince of Darkness of Hell-Air. Like the Prince of Darkness is the devil. No?
You know how we're supposed to yes and, so yeah. I will, but it was one step too far.
Fuck. All right.
It was. You did try though.
I mean, I put the effort in.
It's all about the song.
Okay.
Because the song sets up the whole show.
Yeah.
So.
In West Philadelphia.
Born in.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. All right. In West Philadelphia. Born and raised.
Born and dead.
Born and raised and dead.
Raised and dead.
In the cemetery is where I spent most of my days.
Digging some holes and hanging with ghouls. And we're back. All right. Everybody loves Raymond.
Okay. So his brother is...
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And that's the whole family has to live with Frankenstein. But it's basically a retread, a reboot of the Munsters or the Addams Family, basically, but mostly the Munsters. But instead of the patriarch of the family being Raymond, the patriarch of the family is Brad Garrett, and he's got to.
Why can't I think of his name
in the show?
Yeah.
Hold on, it's
wow.
Raymond.
Yeah,
Raymond.
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 What are you doing, Raymond? Everybody loves Raymond.
Raymond. Shoot. What is the
A brother's name.
brother's
Somebody
name?
at home. Carrie.
Robert. No, that's
No, it's
Robert.
Robert. It's Robert.
Robert. Yeah. Robert is Frankenstein, and the whole rest of the family has to live with him.
Frank and Rob.
Frank and Rob. I think Raymond's probably a vampire.
I don't
too.
know if I've moved on yet.
We got to keep going. We only have like 3 more minutes. All
Okay,
right.
what else?
Let's go rapid fire. Will and Grace.
I think
Will
we
and
go,
regrets. I don't know.
and we go full blown like drag killers here.
Oh, drag
Yeah,
killers.
because we go from being the innovative show about gays that it is to the innovative show about drag.
Done.
But they are killing people.
Drag murders.
And Grace is helping.
Oh yeah, she's a killer
But
too.
no one would expect it from her because she's just a little white redheaded girl. Yeah.
Okay. Sex in the City. They kill every man they have sex with
Before or after?
with the Jimmy Choo stiletto.
But after they.
After,
Right?
yeah.
So we're not getting into like.
It's like It Follows.
What's it called when you have sex with a dead person?
Necrophilia.
Yeah, so not that.
No.
Yep.
Okay. Andy Griffith. I think the pond is full of, because they're always fishing at the beginning.
Yeah.
The town is full of swamp people that have been taking over the world, and Andy Griffith has mated with one of the swamp people, and now it's a total look at the fact that the world hasn't accepted the swamp people as normals yet, but Andy Griffith has, and thus creating the first human versus swamp people thing. It's like Shape of Water, but not as creepy.
And more of them.
And funny and hysterical. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, swamp man.
So it's kind of like Swamp Thing, DC TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's our merman thing. All right, Happy Days, go.
Okay, instead of jumping the shark,
Monday, Wednesday, crappy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, crappy days. Saturday, crappy day.
How many
I
times
killed
did you
a
say
guy
Wednesday?
with you. I don't know. I just said Wednesday a bunch.
Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday.
Wednesday is a scary day because they killed your friends too.
And the Fonz instead of hey, boo.
Yes. She saw him on an airplane.
Thought
Finally,
it was my basketball coach.
Laverne and Shirley.
So, are they still solving things?
No. They were never so. That's Cagney and Lacey.
Oh, yeah. Laverne and Shirley, what do they do? They're in the house.
They work in a bottle factory in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Are they solving it?
They don't solve anything. It's just a
Yeah,
sitcom
maybe
of two
they are
girls.
now, though.
Instead of like the L and the S on their sweaters, maybe it's a skull and a crossbones on them.
Wow, I really did just mix up Cagney and Lacey
You sure
and
did.
Laverne and
Yeah.
Shirley.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen either of those. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Would you think of anything for them?
You said it.
Maybe instead of so when they work in the bottling factory, they poison random bottles, and people all over the world are dying from them poisoning their bottles, and
Or-
everybody's like tracing it back to them, but they're like, "You'll never catch us."
Muhaha. Also, did you ever read about the Lowell Mill girls?
No. What's that? Tell me.
Just
on our way out.
Just factories in
Lowell, Massachusetts.
and they were dying because of the conditions in the factories.
Oh, so they came back as ghosts.
Yeah.
That could be the Laverne and Shirley then.
Yeah.
Oh, Roxy.
It's like Lowell Mills, but
Creepy.
ghosts.
That's our horror episode of Hypothetical Questions with Josh and Roxy, or Roxy and Josh, or Rox on Jocks, Fox's Feeks. Doesn't really matter.
Rocks on Josh's what?
No.
Rocks on Josh's box.
It's
Rocks
not going to happen.
on Josh's box.
We're not going to make that happen. And that's the hashtag that's going to stick. Send us your what if questions. I'm at Josh McCouga.
I'm at Roxy Stryer.
You can listen to this on the Collider TV Talk feed on iTunes. You can subscribe to Collider Podcast channel where this will also live. Thank you guys for listening. And, when you go out there, just think about what if there was, I don't know, what should our sign off be? I was thinking about a good sign off. What if this...
Staying alive.
That can't be our sign off.
Why?
Here, finally, because it's about TV. What if there was no TV?
It was okay.
Fuck. What do you got? Give me something else.
I don't know. Your remote one is so good. What do we do?
Put down the book, pick up the remote?
Yeah.
All right. As always, what if you put down the book and picked up the remote? Better?
Yeah.
Nailed it. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.